go, Amber. Okay, cool. So we're going to shove a lot into this little reading. And just remember, this is a different kind of reading because she's like, Kato, just fucking go off for 5 minutes, okay? So Amber, first thing you need to know, and then you can screenshot this or if I don't get it onto YouTube. First thing you need to know is that you're an empath. You have the ability to sense and feel the emotions of other people before they can physically portray it themselves. So if somebody's giving off sad vibes, you're like, damn, you feel kind of sad today. And they're like, oh, how do you know? Okay, because you can read the fucking room, okay? And so you also have a clairvoyant ability. So let me kind of explain that to you. It's a psychic ability. Is it mediumship? It can be. I'm clairvoyant medium, but as far as like every day how you use your mind, you use this ability. And so let me explain it to you on this scale. So let me tell you a little story. So yesterday, it was pretty warm outside, actually 50 degrees in Tennessee. You can't complain. And so I was like, I'm going to bring my 12-year-old golden retriever for a walk. And it was like 4:30, okay? And it gets dark really early here. And my brain didn't tell me that. So, can't just look up at the sky, but my ADHD was like, let's go for a walk in the woods. So I swear like 20 yards into that woods, boom, dark outside, okay? And so this is the part where it gets a little weird, but so we turn around immediately and we're on our way out of the woods. And then off to the right, there was this area. It looked like it was cleared out far back in the woods and actually like illuminating purple. So I'm like, I am being called to my destiny right now. Like no stranger danger whatsoever. So I start walking toward that clearing, okay? Now we're going to stop the thought right there. And if you just went, what? Okay, if you're just like, ooh, why are we stopping the thought right there? That's it. That's my whole story. Done. Okay? Now listen. I went and said some things at you. Okay? Okay? I told you a story. And for those of you that created a visual out of the story, you were in the woods. You saw my fluffy golden retriever's butt. My golden retriever's fluffy butt. I said it in a weird way, but anyways, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Get it together, okay? And so maybe you even saw the little clearing illuminating. You really felt like we were going to go down this trail together, and then you're like, why did we stop doing that? What's the rest of the story, Kato? Okay? So if you were there visually with me in that very intense way, or something I said painted a picture in your mind, a little projector screen in the back of your mind, okay, and put it together for you, that means you have a clairvoyant, intuitive ability. Clair is the psychic ability. Voyant points to your visual. Clairvoyant, clairaudient, okay, etc. So there's your psychic ability. The first person that's with you is a short-haired grandmother figure. She tells me she declines medically, and then she kind of like, okay, so she gives me a sign and symbol, which is like declines medically from like cancer or something. However, this was supposed to be like a cane. In my brain it was a cane, so maybe she had a hard time walking around toward the end of her life. And then there's a couple people on the other side. Listen, I started with your intuitive abilities, so there's going to be a long list of people that are going to come through, and as long as there were 3, I broke my family curse and made it past the age of 39, told you, this is what happens when you stick with me for years. You're like, what? And I'm like, welcome back years later, and I've still fucking got it. Hit the follow button. Okay, cool. And so, seems like a grandma type energy, 2 different people on the other side. One's a male, older, passes something of the chest, probably suddenly of the heart, but he had multiple like underlying issues too. Goes down all at once, not really any stopping it. Seems like, boom, you hit a wall type of thing. And then you have a younger male that passed suddenly, unexpectedly, takes partial responsibility, and he's before his time, and he just passes younger. Feel like I'm outside. I feel like it's kind of wet outside. Maybe weather conditions, maybe accident, maybe dreary day. I don't know. Maybe a partially. No, that didn't feel right. That wasn't the answer. Maybe he had an accident. Maybe that was right. Maybe that came out. And I know it sounds weird right now, but I'm doing just a general reading for somebody and bringing in anybody and anything that comes in through her aura. Typically, I don't do it that way, but Amber can do whatever she wants. Oh, Grandma, Grandpa, and Husband Jade. How did Husband Jade pass? Cool, I brought them all in. See, boom, just reeled them all in here. Okay, so you can screenshot that for sure, but this is Grandma, this is Grandpa, and that's her hubby Jade. So cool. I was like, listen, I'm going to bring 3 in. I know it seems like a big old number, but that's just who's around you. Could be your intuitive abilities. Bam. Amber, I got you, girl.